Now, do you remember the story about how? Remember when I won the Western New York, the whiskey Canadian Club whiskey thing?
Yeah.
Do you remember how that worked out? Remember when I came and I grabbed the pool cue? How did it happen where I took the full pool cue to the, remember I took it on the plane. Remember I came and grabbed the pool cue, the house cue, and played with the house cue? Was it on the plane or was it on a bus? Did I take a bus or a plane there? I don't remember. Maybe it was a bus. But do you remember how I won it? Remember, like I got lucky and I was playing Jeff in the finals, wasn't it? When I was playing Jeff in the finals, or to get to the finals, and I missed that ball and left him bad. I got lucky on him.
Jim has no network power.
I'm trying to get a good pool story on this tape here, Jim, and golly, boy. That was a good, listen, I played in the Canadian Club whiskey thing, right? And at the time, the only person that was even around that was going to beat me that wanted to play in something like that was Derek, but Derek was too young. Remember, Derek was 20 years old and they wouldn't let him play. He wasn't allowed to play. So I was the favorite to win it. And the winner went to Boston and played at the Rack against, and Jeanette Lee was the sponsor. So you have Jeanette Lee as like the spokeswoman for the thing, and the first place in the tournament, I forget how much it was, but I win I miss a ball, like a 7 ball, and it was 9 ball, wasn't it? Was it 9 ball or 8 ball? It was 9. No, it was 9 ball. It had to be 9 ball. So I missed the ball, and I missed like the 7 ball or something, and I freeze right up on the ball like this. And no, I was playing 9 ball. Or something. I missed the ball and I freezed up on another ball. I don't remember if it was the ball I was shooting that I freezed up on, or if it was somebody of another ball where he had to like do something and he screwed it up. Because I remember he was jacked up doing something over the.
Jeff?
Yeah, it was Jeff. And Jeff was mad as hell. Remember, he was so mad, dude, because he was supposed to win this thing, and he wasn't even the best player. So here comes Jeff, and back then Jeff was like this pool player. He wanted to be a pool player. He was in the room gambling, playing hard, playing with everybody. So Jeff gets to the finals with me, and everybody wants Jeff to win. Nobody wants me to win, right? And I did win, and they were fucking mad, and I was cheering and this and that and laughing, and something happened. I forget whether my pool cue, somehow something happened to my pool cue where I had to come in. Oh, this is what it was, dude. I remember. I got in an argument with my mom. My mom took my pool cue and wouldn't drive me to the airport. This is how it happened. She wouldn't. It was either the airport. It was the airport. I took the damn pool cue on the plane. Full house cue. Take the full house cue on the plane. Get off. Get into the taxi. Get to the front door of the Rack in Boston. Get to the front door at the Rack in Boston, and the guy gives me a hassle about getting in because I look so young, and I showed him my ID, and he thought it was a fake ID. And I told him, look, I'm on the list for this tournament championship thing. Everybody's here. I'm on the list. So the guy goes and calls the lady over. The lady comes over, checks us out. Jason Hunt. And I have my house cue. So I'm there with a house cue, and the cloth was yellow. And I missed like 6 9-balls in the fucking tournament because I'd never played on yellow cloth before, and I couldn't see the 9-ball. It always, it was really annoying. It was brutal. So then, but look at, meanwhile.
Yellow or was it gold?
It was gold.
Yeah.
That camel cloth, camel hair cloth. And so, So how did it happen? Listen, I played so good and dogged so many 9-balls that not only did I lose, but nobody would gamble with me. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I would just lose. The only reason I was losing is because I was hanging these 9-balls. And so everybody was just like astounded that I was losing. But then when I went to gamble with people, nobody would play me. Oh, you're too good. You're too good. So I was super pissed, dude. And I was like sitting in the corner. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting in the corner mad as it was like had these bleacher seats. And I was just mad sitting in the fucking bleachers all by myself.
What's the name of the place?
The Rack in Boston.
Was it in Boston?
In Boston, downtown Boston. You went downstairs. It was like a little downstairs to the opening of it. It was a real nice place. Kind of not real big, but it was nice. And
How many tables?
maybe 15 tables.
What were they?
Gold crowns, I think they were.
Yeah, so I
figured you was their house too.
I just wanted a cue to take. I was so mad. Oh, no. This is how it was. I remember. Listen, this is how it was. When I won the tournament, okay, when I won the tournament, I won 2 cues. 2 McDermott Canadian Club whiskey cues. And they were like $300. They were good McDermotts. Like
I remember that part.
You don't? And
I do. I remember the cues.
Yeah, you remember the cues? Because I sold one of them, and I forget who I sold one of them to. And I was using the other one, so it was going to be a joke for me to go down there with that cue. And then my parents took my cue on me, so I ran into that pool room, the Boulevard Billiards, and took a house cue. I remember I asked, it was either you or somebody. I said, can I take this? I'm leaving. I'm going off to the thing. I need to take the house cue. And they were like, fine, go ahead, take the house cue. And I ran out and I left with the house cue. I played in that tournament with a house cue. So that was the other reason I played bad, because I played with a house cue. And the whole time I was playing with that I won the tournament. I was playing with that. How did it work, man? I'm trying to fucking remember.
Get up there and shoot some balls.
I'm trying to remember how it worked. That was
you
either
can tell a
playing.
story, and you can shoot.
No, this is what it was. I remember what it was, because it was such a long period of time for me to go from when I won to when I went to the tournament finals. I had played with that cue that I won, and I got good with it, like better.
The Canadian Club McDermott.
The Canadian Club McDermott. So then, my parents.
I remember those cues.
Yeah, they were good cues. So then either my parents took it, somehow either the cue got broke, or my parents took it. I forget what it was, man, because I had a huge argument and they wouldn't take me to so I spent my money to by the time I got to the Rack, I was broke. I had like $160 left to my name from like 500 or 600, because they paid for your plane ticket. But I had to pay for the taxi to the airport, the baggage money. You know what I'm saying? So, wait, no, there was no baggage money, because I only brought, I brought just the house cue. And just the house cue and whatever was on my back. That's right. So meanwhile, I play so bad, but nobody would gamble with me. So and they give you a return flight. So I used the last little bit of money I had for the $70, $80 taxi ride, and I got back in the taxi and I went back home. I didn't win a nickel. I went broke going to the Canadian Club Whiskey Tournament Championships with the house cue from Boulevard Billiards.
There's a lot of money in there, wasn't there?
Yeah, right, exactly. There was. First place was like 5,000 or 8,000 or some retarded shit. Remember, it was big, and I couldn't even get to. I kept playing horrible. It was big, right? Because remember, it was a big deal, that thing. Remember?
Jimmy, who was the #1 NFL draft spot?
Oh, what's his right? Leaf.
No.
Yeah.
They got him second. Just
They had him second?
They got him second, just barely ahead of
To Mandridge.
No.
Tony Mandridge?
No.
He wasn't a butt. He came back and actually played pretty good football.